are going to become mandatory every place for crew members and for passengers. Probably the kind of temperature screening gates that you've seen every time you go to China. You go through those things, they've had them for 15 years. The air circulation within an airline is actually safer than many other enclosed places because it goes through filters regularly. Every 2 or 3 minutes, the air is entirely refreshed from outside. So compared with being in a, say, a shared office space or an elevator, certainly it is better. But if somebody sneezes on you, there's not much you can do about that. So I think that for the next few months, people will go only when they need to. They'll wear masks. They'll have a hand sanitizer. They'll wipe down things before they touch them, and you'll view this as an experience to withstand.
So that suggests a kind of economy of think about the travel and leisure economy that's built up over the last couple of decades because of this cheap and easy travel. And it's fairly recent. As somebody pointed out to me, the amount of air travel between SARS, then the outbreak of SARS, and now has actually doubled. So will we go back to a world in which, frankly, it was only upper middle class and rich people who could fly? Because you can't offer these kind of cheap fares unless you have huge volume.
Yes, indeed. And while people, including me, always complain about airline travel for all the reasons we don't need to belabor, by objective measurements, it's been safer than ever before in the last 10 years, notwithstanding the 737 MAX disasters. It's been cheaper on average than ever before. It's reached much broader segments of the public than was the case a generation ago. And it seems the case that flying is going to become a much more unusual and much more selective experience than it used to be.
What does it mean for us all to travel less? I mean, you lived in Japan, you travel a lot. We're used to the idea that you go to your university campus and there are foreign students all over. Our children have a chance to interact with them. And if everything is going to draw back, everyone is going to pull back. It suggests a kind of narrowing of our horizons.
I think that is the most profound potential impact of the change, the difficulty in movement that we're going to have for the foreseeable future. Of course, we know the economic impact on American universities if they can't draw students from around the world, notably from China. I think there's an even more important cultural and human and spiritual and moral connection and effect both on the people who come to different countries. If someone goes from India to the UK or China to the US or the